Here's that newspaper article about us that I was talking about. Look here.
Oh, what paper's it in?
It's still in the West Mantuan Standard.
Oh, did you tell me that before?
Yes, like 600 times, Jess. As
That
usual.
sounds like a bit of an exaggeration to me, Andrew.
There, look.
And how did you say it got there?
No idea. Someone must have been in the shop on the day of our World Book Day rehearsal, seen us in our costumes, and I don't know, thought made a good story or something.
Does that say that we are enthusiastic?
Yeah, don't believe everything you read in the newspaper. It does say enthusiastic.
And look there. It says that we are, quote, positive members of the local community.
I know.
Why do they make up these lies?
Have you got to the bit where it describes how much effort we put into our costumes?
No. Oh my god, where does it say that?
You got to that bit. Next page maybe. There, look, under the photo.
How did they even get that photo?
I don't know, just took it, I guess. On the day.
But isn't that the one we sent to head office?
Oh yeah, maybe they sent it into the newspaper.
I can't imagine head office going out their way to do something like that.
Well, maybe they got someone to send it into the newspaper.
Yeah, that sounds more likely.
Read what it says about our costumes. Just say it.
Each member of staff was embracing World Book Day ahead of the big day itself by dressing up as their favourite book character. Branch manager Andrew Taylor, that's you,
yeah, me,
dressed up as the snake from Rowan Dale's famous children's book, The Snake on the Run. It took 24 hours and over 200 socks to make that outfit, but Andrew commented that it was all worth it to see all of our marvellous customers' faces light up at the sight of the snake being brought to life.
What?
Did you say that?
No.
I've never heard you say the word marvellous.
It's not a word I say.
Why did they say that you said that?
I have no idea. I don't know where they got that from.
It's actually not in quote marks. Did you notice that? There's actually no quote marks.
Is it not?
No, look.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice that. That's a bit bad, isn't it?
It's not great. Sales assistant Melissa Davies was dressed wonderfully as the moorhen from Rowan Dale's The Moorhen and Its Mother, which apparently took 42 hours to make, more than 1,000 feathers, 700 pipe cleaners and 1 kilogram of sequins. Melissa said that she worked tirelessly day and night to finish the masterpiece and was thrilled to be wearing it for World Book Day. Well, this was just the rehearsal, but, you know. Adding, I have spent 42 hours looking at this costume. Now I hope that our lovely customers enjoy spending hours looking at it too.
Yeah.
She didn't say that, did she?
No. I
don't
asked
think
her.
So.
What gave it away?
Describing her own work as being a masterpiece.
Yeah.
The giveaway.
That's what gave it away for me too.
She would never say that.
Certainly not. She's far too modest.
Okay, let's see what they wrote about me.
You're going to love this, Jess. I can't wait for this.
Why do I feel nervous?
You might want to take a moment before reading.
I do feel like I need to take a deep breath.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, let's get on with it.
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Supervisor Jess Plowman wore a number worthy of a primary school nativity.
Yeah. No, keep going, Jess. Keep going. It gets better. Gets better and get.
Supervisor Jess Plowman wore a number worthy of a primary school nativity. With fluffy ears and a button nose. She chose to dress as the llama from Rowan Dale's The Llama and Its Passion.
Yeah.
Andrew, I can't read any more of this.
Yeah, go on. Carry on.
She plodded around the shop in character for the whole of the rehearsal day and barred every now and again too. Jess wanted to pass on this very important message. Bah! Thank you everyone so much for coming along to our rehearsal World Book Day. Bah! It took me 40 hours to put this costume together and a lot of wool, but I couldn't be more pleased about the public's reaction. Bah! I might wear this to work every day from now on because I just love the llama so much and I just simply love bringing joy to our customers. That's what brings me to work every day. Bah!
You look unimpressed. Why are you looking at me like that? I didn't write that, Jess. I didn't know that you were supposed to be the llama.
Oh, I wasn't, Andrew. I wasn't the llama at all. I was a sheep.
Oh, a sheep.
I was not just a sheep, but the sheep from Rowan Dale's extremely popular book, The Sheep and Its Friends. Surprised I haven't heard of it.
Well, I mean, a llama wasn't a bad guess.
Well, why did they guess, Andrew? Why guess when they could have just asked me, like we were in the same room? Now I'm just a laughing stock.
A laughing flock. Because you're a sheep.
This is no time for jest, Andrew.
What else did they say again?
Here, you can take it back. I don't even want to look at it.
Okay.
Why would I bar in an interview? Never mind for a whole day's work.
I've never heard you bar until you were just reading that just now, I don't think.
I mean, I've barred in the past, Andrew. Sure, hasn't everyone? Sometimes the situation calls for you to bar, and you do what you have to do. But
what situation do you need to bar in?
Well, like a nativity or school play, or perhaps if you're performing in Animal Farm on a professional stage. I mean, even professional actors have been known to bar on occasion, Andrew.
Okay, just to clarify though, just for the listeners, you didn't bar at work.
Absolutely not. And while we're on the subject, I certainly didn't spend the day plodding, as they put it, around the shop.
Plodding.
I do not plod around the shop. That's just the way I walk. I mean, I can't help that.
I've never thought of your walk as being a plod.
It's not, Andrew.
Helps.
I don't plod. Where are they getting this stuff from? It's like 90% lies.
Well, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
It's not fit for a newspaper. This isn't news. This is the work of fiction.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I feel like I need to point out that it was Alison Damson's dad who made all of our costumes, not us.
Yeah, we didn't make them ourselves. They just said that in the paper.
No way, I don't have time for that.
No, you're too busy complaining about things to do any crafting.
I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I can tell that. Should we move on?
Yeah, I was a mystery shopper this week.
And last month you were a personal shopper.
Yeah, but I don't really like shopping, so that's pretty ironic, isn't it?
Have we started the podcast already?
Oh, no. I think we're recording, but I haven't introduced the episode yet.
Why do you always do that?
What?
You always start recording, but you don't actually start the episode for a while, and then you don't cut out the start where we were just chatting. What?
Andrew, does that mean you've actually been listening to the podcast, if you know that?
I have always been listening to the podcast.
No, you have not.
Okay, well, no, but... Okay, I've started listening recently, though, so...
Well, better late than never, I suppose.
So have we started already?
No, I'll start now.
Fine.
Just find...
Oh my... Jess, that was so loud. Are you going to start?
I can't remember where I put the theme music.
Are you joking? Jess, what episode are we on? Like 27 or 28 or something?
This is episode 31.
Well then, how have you managed to lose
Found
it?
Found it. Got it.
Alright, let's get on then.
Ready?
I've been ready since we first started talking. So
ready?
Yeah. Yes, Jess, I'm very much ready.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 31 of the Discount Bookshop podcast. My name's Jess and as always I'll be your host as we keep you up to date on everything the Discount Bookshop. I'm joined by my manager Andrew.
Hello.
Andrew, oh that reminds me, I had an email from someone who wanted to know if you actually do any work managing the shop because you always just seem to be chatting on this podcast.
Oh.
Any response to that email?
Well, to be fair, this podcast is only once a month.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
And I just thought it would give the listeners a good insight on the company if I was on the podcast as well.
Do you have any insight for us today?
Well, let me just think. On the conference call this week with the managers of all the other stores in the area, there was one manager, I won't say who said that they had a customer in their store who had 11p to spend on their loyalty card. So that's pretty weird.
How did that happen?
I was thinking about it afterwards and I realised that the customer must have like used some of the money on their loyalty card already and then there was like only 11p left.
Oh, right. Anything else you want to add?
Not really. So.
Well, I will say, from my point of view, it is nice having someone to chat to whilst doing this. So I like having you on the podcast, Andrew.
Thank you. And actually, also, if I wasn't on the podcast, you'd just be sitting by yourself for ages and wouldn't have anyone to chat to. So.
Yes, Andrew, that is what I just said.
Oh, well, then I agree.
I was a mystery shopper this week, listeners. Moving on. Head office emailed me after the great success and my great enthusiasm of being a personal shopper in the last episode, and they asked me if I was interested in doing a bit of detective work.
Is that what they said?
Well, I mean, they didn't exactly word it like that, but I knew what they were getting at.
Where was it that you went again?
Well, I'm not actually supposed to say which
wasn't it
store
Flemworth?
it was.
Flemworth, wasn't it? Sorry, what did you say? I interrupted.
What I said, Andrew, was that I'm not actually supposed to say which store it was.
Oh, sorry.
I've told everyone now.
No, it wasn't. I said it wasn't the Flemworth store.
No,
it was.
You said it again.
It was another one that sounds similar.
Don't. You're just saying what it is, but saying that it's not that. Just don't
Jess,
say the word again.
You have to cut that out.
No way, man. I can't be bothered to cut it out. I can't bother to do that.
No, Jess, you
You're
have
the
to.
one who mentioned
people
it.
aren't supposed to know.
Yeah,
if
well,
they said
it'll be
people aren't supposed to
fine.
know,
Andrew.
People aren't supposed to know.
People aren't supposed to know. Andrew, no one listens to this anyway, so certainly no one from the store I went to will be listening.
Yeah, but there are like
so
10 people who work at the Flemworth
store.
Yeah, but there's like 10 people who work at the Flemworth store.
Andrew, you said it again.
Oh,
you said
sorry.
it again and
Oh.
again and again. Please stop. Just.
Oh
My God.
I'm so sorry.
They can still hear you, Andrew.
I'm just going to sit here and listen now. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to sit here and be
All right.
quiet.
Well, head office said that there was this store which will not be named.
No.
And they had received too many complaints, so I was sent in to investigate.
I don't think they thought of you as being an investigator. Really.
Andrew, I thought you were just going to sit there and listen.
Oh.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yes, they'd received too many complaints apparently at this unnamed store. So not exactly sure how many complaints is too many complaints, but there we are. So I was asked by head office to go undercover to see if these complaints are likely to be justified, because I'm a model employee. No, Andrew, I know what you...
sorry, I couldn't help myself.
No, I know what you're going to say.
That was just really unexpected. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, okay, well, whatever. So, but anyway, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh, Jess, you've received too many complaints yourself. How can you be sent to check on the store?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Andrew, actually, I've only received 3 complaints so far this month, and that is good for me, so I am improving.
You mean last month? February?
No, I've had 3 complaints so far this month.
In March?
Yeah.
Jess, it's the 1st of March. How have you managed to get 3 complaints already?
I don't know.
And this is the day where you don't even work with the customers.
Yeah.
You just do the podcast. How on earth have you managed that?
All right. Well, one was from a customer who was standing outside waiting for us to open the shop.
What do you mean?
I was waiting for you to open the shop, and there was a
Yeah.
customer waiting, and obviously you were late opening the shop today. So I was having...
No, yeah.
No, Andrew, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. It's fine if you open late every now and again. So me and this older lady were waiting for you to open the shop. And she asked me why the shop hadn't opened yet. And I said the manager was running late. And then another old lady comes along and asks the first one why the shop isn't open yet. And she says that the manager is running late. Then the first older lady jokes to the second one, oh, maybe that you, Andrew, must have been out clubbing last night.
I don't club.
I know you don't, Andrew, so after telling that side-splitting joke, the first older lady gets sick of waiting and she just leaves.
So now it's just you and the second older lady.
Exactly. So we're waiting for a bit.
Chatting to each other?
Are you joking? I had my headphones in.
Yeah, I thought so.
Then along comes a third older lady, and she asks the second older lady why the shop isn't open yet, and she says the manager's running late. Then there's a pause, and then Andrew, get ready for this. I hope you're sitting down.
You can
The
see that
second
I am.
older lady jokes that you must have been out clubbing last night.
I don't club. I still don't club.
I know you don't, Andrew. I couldn't believe it. So she stole the first older woman's joke.
Oh.
I thought I have to say something here. Can't let that slide.
Oh,
Can't just go around
no.
stealing people's jokes.
Oh no.
I said to the second older lady, you stole that you stole that joke from the first older lady who just left. And she argued that she didn't, and I argued that she did, and she said that it didn't matter.
Which it really doesn't, Jess.
I argued, Andrew, that it did matter. You can't just go around stealing other people's jokes, I said.
Oh, Jess.
Anyway, she asked for my name and said that she was going to complain about me to head office, but good luck with that, because I told her that my name is Sheila, and that's not my name, that's my neighbour's name.
Oh, you haven't mentioned Sheila for a long time. How's she doing?
Yeah, she's got really into loud hobbies at the moment, listening to a lot of rock music, playing the drums, using the drill, that sort of thing.
Right.
She's probably doing it on purpose, but I don't want to entertain her, so I'm not mentioning it. I'm pretending it's not happening.
Right.
She phoned to ask if I had a lawnmower she could use yesterday, and I said no, but that she could try Janine down the road because she has loads of lawnmowers. You can't move for lawnmowers at Janine's house, everyone knows that. So I don't know why Sheila wants one anyway, though, because she doesn't have any grass.
Jess?
Yep.
You're supposed to be talking about being a mystery shopper.
Oh my god, Andrew, you're distracting me.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Anyway, so head office sent me this list of things I needed to look out for being a mystery shopper.
Is it this one here?
Oh yeah, do you want to read it or shall I go through it?
You can read it.
Okay, I need to be careful not to read out the notes I've written about the actual store, though, because they're just for head office.
Why does it say that there was filthy muck on the floor?
Andrew, I
mean?
literally just said we've got to be careful not to read the notes out that I've written down.
What
are you doing?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh, well, yeah, I can see that.
I'll stop
I thought
reading.
You said I was going to read it.
Yeah, I'll stop reading it now. I'll stop reading it from
Oh,
now.
you're making me so tired now.
Sorry.
Okay, so...
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
The first thing I had to do was look at how tidy and clean the shop was. I won't tell you what I wrote down, but based on what Andrew just said a minute ago, I'm sure you can make a good guess.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Was that one of the complaints?
There were complaints about all of these things I was looking for. Usually, apparently, they'd make a regular mystery shopping form, but on this occasion, there were so many complaints that were different. They had to make a bespoke form to fit everything. I had to see what the window displays looked like, if I was greeted at the door and how I was greeted.
Yeah.
I had to see if the opening hours were displayed clearly in the window. I had to ask a member of staff for help to see how good the customer service is, all the regular stuff like that. But then I also had to look out for very specific things which people had complained about.
Right.
Like I had to make notes on what I thought of the vibe of the store. There were complaints about the vibe, apparently. Whether or not there were chewing gum wrappers stuck to pages of books. Whether or not the store smelled like rotten cranberries.
What?
I had to test if the carpet was slippery due to raspberry jelly being spilt on it around the cookery section.
Makes sense.
I had to check if there was a nest of crows on the high shelf near the entrance, and I needed to report if I found any ladybirds amongst the Ladybird kids' books.
Wow, are all those complaints about that one store?
There were like 34 different things I needed to look for, and those were honestly just some of them.
What other ones were there?
I had to see if one of the members of staff spoke in riddles.
Literally in riddles?
Yeah, apparently there's a complaint about a member of staff in the store insisting that a customer answer a riddle in order to, and I quote, unlock customer service.
What does that mean?
No idea, couldn't find the riddler.
That's a shame. I wanted to know what your riddle was to unlock customer service.
Well, I'm terrible at riddles, Andrew, so I would have found out what happens if you can't correctly answer the riddle.
Maybe they tried to make the store more interesting by making it into like an escape room.
Well, I'm not entirely convinced
situation.
that all or any of these complaints are actually real, to be honest.
Do you think they're like prank complaints?
I don't know, but some of them are very random. Like, for example, I had to look for a specific book in the history section, which I found. And then I had to look in every second page to see if there was a picture of a badger. And there was this complaint, apparently, that the badger appears on every second page except for page 82. And they felt like this was a mistake in the book. And they felt like the book should be, like, recalled or whatever.
Did you find it?
Well, yeah, but the book... I found the book, but the book only goes up to page 80. So page 82 would be the page on the back of the book where the blurb is. So why have they counted that as page 82?
Oh, so they think that the back of the book counts as a page of the book.
Yeah.
Are all these complaints from the same person?
Well, I hope not. I have no idea, but otherwise this has all been a massive waste of time, if so.
Didn't you ask head office?
Well, I figured that they would know what they were doing, but now I say that out loud, I feel a bit silly for thinking that.
I was going to say, not like you to trust what head office says.
That's true.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I keep forgetting that we're recording.
You only said that I don't trust what head office said. Didn't say anything about yourself.
Well, okay, yeah. Okay.
Andrew.
Well, for the purposes of the recording, I just like to say that I trust and respect what head office say.
Jesus.
Yes.
Andrew.
I feel a bit funny now.
Well,
I wish I hadn't said that.
What you said was a bit funny, so I'm not surprised you feel a bit funny.
So, did you enjoy being a mystery shopper?
Yeah, do you know what? I did actually. In a way, it's like the opposite of being a personal shopper because you need to look for faults rather than having to like do your best, you know.
So you liked the experience because you had to pick faults instead of being nice.
Yes.
Okay, well, can you tell us any of the if any of the complaints seemed real to you? You know, did you have any encounters with a nest of crows, for example?
No crows that I could see, and I didn't find any chewing gum wrappers in pages of any books. But I have to say, it did smell a little bit like rotten cranberries in there.
Do you think that's because you were looking out for that smell, or do you think it actually did smell like rotten cranberries?
Honestly, I think they might have a cranberry problem in there, particularly near the puzzle book section, I noticed.
Oh, strong around there, is it? Strong around that area?
Stinks, actually, yeah.
What do rotten cranberries smell like?
They smell like regret.
Oh.
Regret, and they absolutely stink of a lost opportunity.
The opportunity to eat ripe cranberries.
Exactly.
Well,
we haven't done Employee of the Month. I think that's the last thing.
And then we can go?
Well, you can go now if you really want to. You don't actually have to be here at all. You just always are.
No, I might as well stay now. I want to hear Employee of the Month.
Do you want to read it then? Because I feel like I've done a lot of talking today and I'm tired now.
Is it this here? That one?
This one underneath.
What's this one then?
Well, let me
says March.
see. Maybe it is that one then. That's weird.
This one says March as well, though.
Hang on.
Is this one from last month?
No. Last month's Employee of the Month was Paul Halpert from the Lyme Regis store.
Oh, does that mean that there's a draw this month? Maybe?
Well, I guess we either have to pick one out of the two or say that they're both Employee of the Month.
Employees of the Month.
We can't really just pick one, can we?
No, I reckon we just make them both the winners. Employees of the Month.
Alright, well, do you want to read the first one and I'll do the other then?
Okay, so the first Employee of the Month, or the first of the Employees of the Month, is known in their local community for collecting pet food for the local animal rescue centre. They volunteer there every week and have done ever since, doing it as part of their Duke of Edinburgh award back when they were in sixth form.
Yeah.
They are a keen jogger and like to jog around the park in town, the one with the trees. She has a dog called Igloo, a cat called Mr. Peppers, and a guinea pig called Curtains. She is a sales assistant in the Chester branch of the discount bookshop. Her name is Yasmin Portas, and she is one of this month's Employees of the Month.
Wow.
Should we clap now, or after you've said the other one?
Oh, I reckon now's fine for this one. Well done to you, Yasmin. The next person enjoys visiting places which begin with the letter F.
Oh.
They say it started as a coincidence, and now it's become a thing which would be a shame to stop. On their travels both in the UK and abroad, they've collected many items which also begin with the letter F, and their Instagram, which features photos from these adventures, has gathered over 610 followers.
Wow.
His favourite sweets are Pringles, which doesn't make any sense. He is a sales assistant also from our store in Chester. His name is Finian Tamworth, and he is the second employee of the Employees of the Month.
Well done, Finian.
Yes, big congratulations to you both. You were both nominated by your assistant manager, Gracie Henwood, for remaining calm and professional when you were running the shop during a storm, and the roof of the shop literally flew off. You didn't panic, you simply continued serving customers and helping them find their books, whilst the contents of the shop started blowing away. Once the storm had calmed down, the two of you then went out and gathered as much stock as you could find which had flown down the street. Although the stock was then considered too damaged for sale, Gracie was extremely impressed by your response and wanted to give you both the titles of employees of the month. So well done again, the two of you. I should say that if there is a storm, it's probably... I would say, this is just my personal opinion, I would probably say it's not the best thing to do to keep working. Maybe run for cover and help the customers get out safely, something like that. Nevertheless, what do I know? So well done to you two. And I think we've come to the end again, Andrew, nearly.
I think I would make sure the customers get out safely. I think that is important.
Yeah, I would too, but I didn't want to ruin the moment for them, you know.
I think they did the wrong thing.
Yeah, I think they did the wrong thing as well, but then we have no one to give Employee of the Month to, so I just went with it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, well then, well done to Yasmin and Finian again. Thank you, everyone, so much for listening to this episode 31 of the Discount Bookshop podcast. Please take the time to click like, subscribe, and give this podcast a good rating if you enjoyed. I'm off now to send my mystery shopper notes to head office, the ones that Andrew hasn't read out yet.
Why are you hiding them from me?
Because I don't want you to read them out again by accident.
Okay, fair enough. I did do that.
All right, so we'll see you on the 8th for the next customer complaint episode. And from the 15th, we begin the countdown to Easter with 9 of Caroline Hodgson Brown's Easter poems released every second day.
Eggs.
Yes, Andrew. Eggs.
I don't know why I said that. It just came out.
Are you done, or have you anything more to add other than eggs?
No, I'm done.
All right, thanks a lot.